Hey guys, and welcome to another cosplay work in progress vlog. So today we are going to be assembling and painting my sword for Battle Bunny Riven. So if that interests you, just keep watching. To start off painting, I'm going to be using this Krylon Original Chrome, this like mirror type situation. I'm going to be using this all along the edge of the blade. Now I'm going to use masking tape to block off the silver part. Alright, so I'm going to start in with this Tester's Extreme Lacquer. This stuff is a quick dry, it's supposed to be one coat. I'm going to do this around the edges of the main blade. Now I'm going to go in with this yellow. This one's an enamel. This one's going to take a little bit longer to dry, and this is going to go on the inner part of the blade. I'm going to go back in with the orange. I'm going to blend that yellow in. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've got the main part of the hilt painted. Not the hilt, I'm dumb. So I've got the main part of the blade painted. And as you know, the hilt part went kind of bad because the paint that I got, I didn't realize it needed to go on top of a black base. So we're just rolling with the punches here. And in order to not have to go to the craft store again, I'm gonna make up my own green paint for the handle. So I'm gonna start with an, I don't know, it says aquamarine, so an metallic aquamarine color, and what is this, bus yellow. I'm gonna put these together because I'm hoping it will create a darker green color that's also metallic. And then whenever I'm done painting this part and this part with the green, I'm gonna try to spray it with that stuff again. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but it's really light. It's like a green shimmer. It's really pretty. I'm gonna spray that on this to see if the green shine will show up on top of the paint. The spray needed to go on top of a black base, and since this is a light gray, it didn't show up very well. So I'm wondering if the dark green that I put on here, if it's going to show up or not. So I'm just gonna experiment and see what happens, because if it doesn't show up, it's not gonna hurt anything. I'm also doing another experiment. I'm sure you saw this in my hand and are wondering what it is. This is a beauty sponge, for those of you who don't know. Right now it is wet, so it has water soaked into it, so it doesn't pick up, normally it's so it doesn't pick up makeup product, but I don't want it to pick up paint. I know that sometimes painting with foam brushes gives you a smoother finish, and it also, like, sometimes whenever you paint with brushes, you have to add multiple layers because it's like streaky and thin. So my idea with this is like dabbing it on there like it's makeup, and I want to see what the result is. If it doesn't work out, I have a brush here for backup. So let me start by mixing this paint. I'm gonna have to do the whole painting in one sitting, obviously, because I'm mixing up one batch of paint. So I want to put as much blue in here as I can. I like mixing up my own colors too, because it helps me get rid of those bottles of paint that are like halfway full that I bought for a cosplay that I may never need again. Just make sure I got all this. Okay, now I'm gonna add in a good amount of this bus yellow. Hopefully, it sounded kind of yucky. I'm gonna add in a good amount of this and then stir it up and see where we're at. I also may end up using black in here as well if it's not too dark or dark enough for what I need. I'll just throw some black in here just to darken it up altogether, because it needs to be like a dark, almost hunter green. I think that might be too apple. That's very apple for what we're going for. Make sure I get it all mixed up. I still see color streakies in there, and it's chunky for some reason. Okay, let's add just a tiny bit of black in here, because a little bit of black will go a long way. I think I have a metallic black. Yep, I do, just for a little bit more sparkle. So I'm just gonna drop in like smallest dot. This tiny little dot. Let's go ahead and mix that in and see where we're at. Okay, that didn't do too much to the color, so let me add some more. I'm just always so scared that I'm gonna add too much black and it's not gonna look pretty anymore. So let's go like 3 drops this time. Here we go. It's kind of just dulling out the color. That's not what I wanted. Okay, I think I need to just go full at it and just add a bunch of black. Big goops. Let's hope this doesn't mess it up. Fingers crossed. That definitely darkened it up quite a bit. That's good. We are on the right track. And it's not leaning too gray. That's good. It's still just a little bit too light for what I need, I think. We're gonna get there. Yeah, just a little bit more. I know you're probably thinking to yourself that it would have just been easier for me to go get a shiny green from the craft store, but I didn't want to have to go there. Ew, got a hangy. Ah. All right, let's hope that this is the color that we need. Fingers crossed at home. This is starting to look really good. It's nice and reflective too, which I'm glad. Because I was afraid that that matte yellow was going to throw off the shininess, but it looks like it's still pretty shiny. And I think that is the color that we're gonna go for. Right there, looks good. All right, now let me see if, what would be the best way to apply this? I guess just goop some on here and start patting. Put my hand here so it doesn't make a bunch of noise. Ooh, that's still kind of wet. Oh, okay. Actually, that's giving me pretty good coverage. All right, that's gonna be annoying. Huh. Who would have guessed that this would work? That's great. Well, that's what you can expect here on the Chaotic Neutral Cosplay channel. We love to experiment. We love to find new ways to do things. I feel like this is going to greatly cut down on the time it takes to paint stuff. That is pretty amazing coverage for 2 coats, if I do say so myself. As you can see, I went ahead and painted some of this. So this part up here, can you see it on the camera? Nope, I'm pointing to nothing. I went ahead and painted some of this part right here. But these little parts, I'm gonna get in there with the brush so I don't mess anything else up. But I'm just trying to do some big surface area coverage right now. So let me go ahead and flip this thing over and do the other side of the handle and the other side of these, and then I'll switch to a brush so we can do some more precise painting. Look at that, free spooking manicure on one hand. Look at that, beautiful. So I've got the paint applied to the biggest areas on this sword. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with the brush and get these little creases that the sponge wouldn't fit into, and then go ahead and paint the rest of this part right here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and take this, which is the darker orange color that we use. I'm going to spray this into a cup, and I'm going to use it on the inside of these edges here, just to give it a little bit more dimension and make it pop. Alright guys, and that's the video. This prop is probably my best prop to date. Not even probably, this thing is amazing. So if you guys liked my video today, go ahead and give me a like. If you have something that you want to say to me, leave it below in the comments. And if you want to see more from me, go ahead and hit subscribe to my channel so you can see more. Alright, bye!